guys, so today I'm going to be doing what to give Aries for Christmas, and I'm going to be doing Aries unisex, Aries masculine, Aries feminine. That way you kind of have like a strong foundation for who to shop for depending on who you have to shop for. So first, what to get, both anyone, I feel like you could get this for universally for any Aries, and they would appreciate anything music related and anything activity based. They are the sign of action, so they don't want to be kind of hung up doing something, or like they don't really want a lot of material gifts. I feel like they don't really benefit off of too many material items, and they greatly appreciate music, festival, concert tickets, anything where they're kind of forced to go out and do something active. I feel like they are the boldest sign, and they're kind of the sign that we see most likely to jump into something and benefit from it. So something where like you can do like a Groupon find, I think for like hiking or for any kind of community events, I feel like they would be all for that. Aries really likes to put themselves out there and try new experiences, so anything where you can gift them an experience I feel like is going to last longer in the sense of giving them like a meaningful memory. And then I feel that maybe you did that and now you're kind of like, okay, well I want them to have something to unwrap. Well, I definitely feel like Aries is low-key like closeted high maintenance, where they don't really tell anyone that they like nice things. I feel like they come off really low maintenance, like, depending on what is in your price range. If you can afford to get them maybe like an Apple Watch, I feel like it would be a really good gift, especially because they're constantly on the go, so they're so active. They always want to track their success and track what's going on with them, something that like helps encourage them and motivate them. I feel like that's going to be very passionate for them. And I feel like Apple Watches, or you could get like a Fitbit, it doesn't even have to be Apple, it's just any kind of like little technological device where they can wear it and they can kind of track their movements, I feel like would be really helpful for them. And I've also noticed a lot of Aries people tend to like outdoorsy stuff or athletic stuff, so maybe like some nice athletic apparel. But again, I feel like Aries people are very easy to shop for because they're appreciative of even the smallest things, so you could literally find them like something pertaining to a favorite movie or a favorite like TV show, maybe like some little memorabilia thing, and I feel like they'll get just as much value out of that versus shelling out like a few hundred to please them. I feel like everyone, like this could go for everyone, but at the same time, like Aries, I've noticed, will spend the most money on food. And I feel like we don't talk about that a lot. I feel like we just talk about tourists doing that, but if you ever take an Aries to a food court or take an Aries to a restaurant, watch how fast they're willing to like buy food versus anything else, or spend so much on food. So getting them something like gift cards for fast food places that they like, or maybe like a discount to a very nice restaurant, I feel would be very nice for them, because they are like I feel like they are foodies. I mean, everyone loves food, but I feel like Aries is most likely to drop money on food or on like music festivals. I feel like every Aries that I've personally met has some kind of passion towards music, and obviously that's a blanketed statement. We can all be passionate towards music, but I feel like getting them like a really nice record player, getting them like a cassette tape, getting them something where they can like appreciate certain bands or certain artists, I feel like that would mean a lot to them. And for Aries feminine gifts, I would definitely say like a nice perfume or like a nice bag, because Aries women, I feel, or Aries like feminine energy, I feel appreciates nice things, but they don't often buy it themselves. I feel like they're always so savvy and they're so focused on not getting very caught up in like the details, because they're very just action-packed and fast-paced and impulsive, and I feel like they don't stop to maybe be very selective with finer things. I feel like they appreciate them from afar, but they don't often get themselves things. So maybe like a nice like designer bag or a nice wallet or something that kind of just like puts a little bit of style into their life, I feel like they would appreciate a lot, and I feel like it would excite them because they're not really used to doing that for themselves. Comfy pajamas, you cannot go wrong with comfy pajamas, because who doesn't love something comfortable? But also, Aries people I've noticed are just really sensory detailed. I feel like they're very focused on like what is soft and plush. Like my Aries mother, my Aries boyfriend always have like very like soft cozy blankets in their house. They're kind of like homebodies, even though they're so busy and they're always outside or they're always out there. They love to come back and just relax after a long day. So getting them some like nice spa things I feel would be a really good touch for under the Christmas tree. And then for Aries men or Aries masculine energy, I feel like they are always typically athletic. I feel like they're typically athletic. If you have an Aries in your life that isn't athletic, then ignore this, but getting them some like nice like athletic wear, or maybe like some dumbbells or some equipment, or maybe like if they like video games, maybe get them some video game technology. Like I know I've gotten my boyfriend like the keypad or the mouse, the keypad, the typing thing, I don't know what I'm saying, the mouse, the headphones, I don't know. I feel like that you can't really go wrong with that. I know like Aries men are very, I feel like they appreciate anything, like they're pretty low maintenance. But again, like I feel they like Aries women or like Aries feminine energy. I feel like they are very appreciative of nice things. They just won't often go and splurge on themselves. I don't feel like you often see that. So getting them like maybe a nice guitar or pretending to something that they're interested in, like some nice pair of running shoes like Adidas or Nikes. If you can afford Yeezys, I feel like that would blow them away, but at the same time, don't go broke trying to buy anyone anything, because that's not going to make anyone feel comfortable on Christmas Day, especially when they know how much you're struggling now because you were buying that. So make sure you don't do that. I don't know if I already said cologne, but if not, get them cologne or perfume, because Aries are constantly running around, they're constantly out and about, and I feel like just something like small or something like little to have in their car or have in their bag is something that's going to be really good for them, because I feel like it's just like a nice pick-me-up. It's a nice appreciative thing, or like an Xbox or something pertaining to accessories for those things. If whatever, I know everyone has different preferences, but I know Nintendo has the new Pokemon game, so for either any gender, whichever, I feel like would really benefit from you know, playing some Pokemon. And I also just feel like they love adrenaline, so whether that's getting them concert tickets or getting them a video game that keeps them kind of active or keeps their mind going and stimulated, I feel like that's something that's really important for them. And then more things for Aries that I could think of is maybe a pet. I feel like I'm gonna say this for every sign, but maybe a pet if they don't have animals or they want animals and you know that they can handle it. I would definitely suggest getting a pet. Maybe start small, maybe get them like a fish tank and some fish, something that they would like really care after, because I feel like they have this really natural protective maternal energy about them. So get them something that they can like, maybe even like plants or something. I don't know, I feel like those cute little baby succulents, maybe for feminine people, I feel like would appreciate that more, but those would be so nice. I guess that completes this video. I really hope that you liked it. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Make sure to comment below, let me know what you've bought the Aries in your life before, or if you're an Aries, tell me what your favorite gift is, please. Just this purely for research purposes, and I will see you in my next video.